без ассоциаций. И тем не менее музыка каким-то чудом проникает в самую душу.
Yo. What's up? Yo. Hey. Welcome. How's your Thursday? Rolling in. What are y'all up to? Getting home? I'm researching this Europe riot stuff. People are saying the English are waking up. I hear that a lot. I don't know. And I'm working on tomorrow's Open Line Friday intro, so that's what we're up to right now. So sneak peek. Open Line Friday intro. And the Europe riots. That's what's on. That's what's going on right now. Welcome. Europeans are ticked. So is the New York Times lying? What is this? How disinformation fed a far riot. A new intro? No, I'm just talking about Open Line Friday. You know, Express Yourself Friday on the Jesse Lee Peterson show. You know, we gotta have that intro. So we're working on that. Still in the idea phase, in the idea stage of it. More than 50 police were injured in an outbreak of violence driven by false reports that the suspect in the stabbing attack on a children's dance class was a migrant. This is what they're saying. Less than 2 hours after mourners gathered in Southport, England on Tuesday evening to honor 3 children killed in a brutal stabbing attack, hundreds of rioters flooded the streets of the already traumatized town. Trauma. More than 50 police officers were injured in the ensuing violence as demonstrators threw bricks at a mosque, attacked the police, set cars on fire, and damaged a convenience store. Although some details of the unrest remain opaque, one thing is clear according to the police, lawmakers and experts in online extremism. Disinformation and far-right agitators fueled the violence. Supporters of the English Defence League, an extremist anti-Islam organization, were part of a large group that attacked a mosque in Southport. I keep hearing about this. Pretty much just kind of looking into it.
In northwest England overnight have injured dozens of British police officers. This happened in Southport, the same town where a 17-year-old man is accused of killing 3 young girls and wounding several others in a stabbing attack at a dance class. The protests were fueled by online speculation that the suspect was a Muslim migrant. Police say he was born in the UK, but they did not disclose anything more about him. Daniel Stamford from our partners at the BBC joins us now from Southport, England. So Daniel, who do authorities say was behind yesterday's violent protests, and who are they targeting?
Yeah, the quiet of this town was shocked by screams of children on Monday morning, but then ruined by the sounds of rioting last night. And the police are saying that those responsible were supporters of what's known as the English Defence League. That's a far-right group that has campaigned against Muslims in this country for quite a few years now, and they had put it out that the suspect in this attack was a Muslim and a migrant, when in fact not only was he born in this country, but it seems almost certain that he wasn't of the Muslim.
Wow, look at this. Look at these people. You can't see the end of the street. You're telling me that was all the English Defence League, this anti, like, how big is that even? How big is that organization even? How big is this English Defence League? They've been around for years. I'm sure they've been talking about this. But today, or just recently, this all goes off to the point where these streets are filled and you can't see the street itself. I don't know who's English Defence League, who's Muslim here. I don't know. This looks like a lot of people.
Faith either, but what we saw were police officers being hit in the head by rocks, blood pouring from their heads despite the shields and the helmets that they were wearing. We saw officers limping from the scene, and in all 53 officers were injured last night, and 12 of them ended up being taken to hospital because of the seriousness of their injuries, and 4 people have been detained so far. And the
according to Counter Extremism Project, Channel 4, LSE, blogs, and Wikipedia. Don't know how, so take that with a grain of salt. The English Defence League does not maintain formal membership lists. During its peak in 2010, the EDL could mobilize between 1,000 to 3,000 activists. That was, over a decade ago. However, the group has seen a significant decline since, with estimates suggesting that by 2013 it had 30,000 supporters, though this number likely includes online sympathizers. As of 2020, the group maintains 17 regional chapters, but its ability to organize large-scale demonstrations has been greatly reduced. I'm just giving you information. We've seen like for example in America, we've seen groups try and start marches and protests, and those the media latch on to, depending if it fits the narrative. Think Charlottesville, think all that. But how big was Charlottesville, right? It was still pretty contained. It's like a dying. Their members are dying and waning. Demonstrations like this with fire in the background, it just reminds me of more like Black Lives Matter and stuff. And that requires a little bit more than just activating the radicals, those who follow the organization. It requires maybe activating, maybe emotionally, maybe in a wrong way. It's fair enough, but maybe more than just the English Defense League here. This is just my speculations.
What is he vowing to do now, and what's the British response to this increase in knife attacks?
Well, first of all, he's promised that those responsible for the violence last night will face the full force of the law. In terms of the offence on Monday, the really horrible, gruesome events on Monday when a man went into a Taylor Swift-themed dance class and stabbed numerous girls who are under 10, 3 of whom were killed and many of whom are still in critical condition in hospital. It was already a priority for Keir Starmer, the new Prime Minister, to tackle knife crime. He said that's going to be one of the missions of his government, and of course that's only going to increase. And one of the things they're talking about, for
sure, maybe that's fair, Kevin Howe, but do you understand what I'm trying to say with that? All I'm saying is casting, I guess, my own personal doubt on the media's characterization that this was the English Defense League, and it was just them, and it's just their disinformation that caused all this. Do I have any evidence? Not necessarily. I did just give you some citations on their significant challenges to mobilizing even 1,000 activists. Also, so far we're going into this, right? You're going into this with me. You're going into this with me fresh. I heard about this, the riots. I heard it in my chats, in the chats on the network, that Europe is rising up. They're waking up. So we're going into this fresh. So far, the characterization right now is, well, that wasn't a migrant even. So these out of control right wing English Defense League just basically caused a ruckus over nothing. So what the heck happened then, right? I guess we now have to do that. That's the next step. What the heck even happened in Southport? New York Post, suspect in fatal Southport stabbing. What is this stabbing we keep hearing about? They're saying it's not a migrant. Oh, it's just, so what? It's just an Englishman. So no, all these people mad. Just a ruckus over just a bunch of racists. There's just a bunch of, okay, so let's just see what happened. What happened though? What happened? The UK teen, so a teen did this, accused of fatally stabbing 3 little girls and wounding 10 others at a Taylor Swift-themed dance class, was identified for the first time Thursday as 𝒔𝒐𝒄𝒊𝒂𝒍𝒔. 𝒔𝒐𝒄𝒊𝒂𝒍𝒔. Not a migrant. Don't be racist, okay? They may be born here. Look, the 17-year-old who was born in Wales to Rwandan parents. Oh, it's an anchor baby. So this is anchor baby crime. It may not be migrant crime. It's just the children of migrant crime. It's not migrant, dog. Calm down. You bunch of English Defense League racists. Here's the thing, like, you know, things are bad, right? Like in the West, and it's like there's crime and corruption, and there's a lot of self-criticism. But, folks, I mean, we're about to get into the article. So maybe there's a motive we don't know yet, but stabbing children is not an English thing. I don't know what to tell you. It's either crazy or foreign. Kind of like in America. It's like you have like a really crazy person on drugs or just out of their mind, or they're like a foreign person, and they have just kind of a different, what do you call it, a different threshold for violence and what they would justify as a meaningful response to anger or something. Okay, look, this is what I'm saying, okay? So, child of a migrant, charged with the murders of these three, 6-year-old, 7-year-old, 9-year-old. 10 counts of attempted murder. Now, why was he going around doing that? Judge Andrew Menari said that despite not being an adult, the boy can be named because he will turn 18 next week. He also cited riots across the UK stemming from another person wrongly being identified as the suspect, stoking anger at immigrants even though the real suspect is born in the UK. Hold on. Hold up. Let's see here. Doing some research here, but yeah, anyways, UK stemming from, they're saying it's just, all this is stemming from stoking anger at immigrants. But looking at this from far away over here in America, looking at the UK, what's been going on, it's not just like immigrant hate, right? Let's say they're wrong. Let's say they're wrong. They really are stoking the wrong thing. Disinformation is going around. Emotions are high. They're fighting about the wrong thing. If so, the mainstream media still is characterizing it wrong. To say that it's just this stoking anger at immigrants, but what? No, wait, hold up. It's a little more than that, right? They may be misplacing it, but it's a response to what they perceive as a rising crime amongst migrants and all that. And the attack against the children, you can see it almost being the best the final straw for some. It just represents the worst of how bad this has gotten. Okay, so it's not just like, oh, we hate immigrants. So a little, not even a little inaccurate, just kind of evil from the mainstream media, no? Right? The claim that migrants commit significantly more violent crimes and rapes in the UK is not supported by comprehensive data. Studies indicate that the relationship between migration and crime is complex and often misrepresented. How do you get... I mean, this is ChatGPT citing Migration Observatory, Office for National Statistics, Brennan Center for Justice. I don't know, but here's your. This is what you start getting when you look it up, right? Can we break through this, or is this just the truth? Is this just a statistical reality? Can we get the truth? Let's see here. Oh, you gonna get it. The alleged attacker was just mad Taylor Swift wasn't there. Let's see, let's finish this here. If there's any kind of talk about a motive. Police have not disclosed a motive for the crime, but the charges revealed that the alleged murder weapon was a kitchen knife with a curved blade. Does this look like a Taylor Swift fan? Does this seem like a Taylor Swift fan to you? Remember, this person's almost 18. They're showing like pictures of when he was like 12. It's really a Taylor Swift fan or someone looking for Taylor Swift fans. You know what I mean? What is the UK Home Office? The UK Home Office is a ministerial department of the government responsible for immigration, security, and law and order. Okay. So why am I asking, why do I have questions about the UK Home Minister, the UK Home Office? Because turns out there are rumors that they will not release their migrant crime figures. This is from express.co.uk. Nigel Farage, you know that guy. Right, he's a trustworthy guy, no? According to him, though, he's saying that the Home Office does not publish migrant crime data. Slamming the Home Office for refusing to publish data on the number of crimes committed by migrants. Now, how do you know there's no problem if you don't know that? Mr. Farage said, anyone who wants to talk about crimes committed by migrants are called all the names under the sun. The Home Office and Ministry of Justice collect and publish data on offenders. But Farage said on his GB News show, one of the battles I've been having is through freedom of information requests. As soon as you talk about immigration and crime, you are called all names. According to Farage, they're not doing it. Ex-Immigration Minister Robert Jenrick proposes migrant crime data is published, submitting an amendment for the government's criminal justice bill saying the data would help inform deportation and visa policies. I'm just giving you some of the info here, huh? I don't know if you've realized that it's all this politics, all that's fake. You can't just go with your old understanding of the world. Liberal conservative. I'll give you more. I'll tell you more about what I mean there too. But so yeah, I mean, I keep hearing about it in my chat. Thought I'd look into it a little bit. Now, what do you guys think? Let's see some more. Let's see the crowds here. I want to see the crowds again.
Creating
I need to see more of these crowds.
Place to host your WordPress site. You'll love the
Riots erupted on the streets of Southport last night.
What's up, Terry?
Following a night
Hosted by Protein. Delighted.
back on Monday, which left 3 girls dead and other young children in a critical condition. Rioters gathered around a mosque not far from the scene of the stabbings. Vehicles were set alight and projectiles thrown at riot police by people believed to be supporters of the English Defence League. Residents
Believed to be.
trapped inside their homes watched the mayhem unfold from their windows. Some police officers were seriously injured with broken bones, lacerations and concussion. Northwest Ambulance Service treated 39 police officers, with 27 of them taken to hospital. These violent scenes have been condemned by the government.
The community there are absolutely reeling from the horrific incident that took place 2 days ago, and to have that space that they need to process the trauma, to grieve, overshadowed by this violence and disorder, I think is completely unacceptable.
Trying to see more of these crowds. They're saying it's English Defence League. Weren't the Muslims out there counter-protesting or what? You know what? We might have to go to X for this one. Southport riots. We might have to go to X.com. Appreciate it, Elon Musk. We're not going to get it straight from the mainstream media.
A few moments later.
Oh! Dang, got a brick to the head. Oh! To the nads. A brick to the jewels. Who would have thunk that would have... Oh! That's smarts. Appreciate that, Elon Musk. Thank Elon Musk for that one. Are those English? Or are those like Muslims, counter protesters? Or we're like, what's going on here? Who's flipping the car? Is it English Defence League? I see a lot of beards. Is this the English Defence League? This is a different day, huh? This has to be a different day. On the right, scenes from people. Okay, so here are examples of disgraceful two-tier policing in this country. On the left, there's riot in Leeds. Okay, so you just saw a video from somewhere else. It's Leeds from a different day. And on the right, scenes from people out protesting the horrific Southport stabbing of little girls. Dang.
We're back.
Okay, they're saying two-tier. I'm trying to get more views of the crowds here. Is it that big of a crowd, really? Oh. So who's in the chat saying they're waking up? Is this Auslander house? You guys are all like, yeah, this is totally them waking up. Yeah? Is that what you're saying? Or is it more like this? Okay, enough of that. This is not Southport. That's a different video.
Well, I've been talking to...
See, I don't see the European man waking up. I don't see this. I don't see it. Beta cutting it off. What are you talking about? I just didn't want to show a video that was not Southport. This looks like it's not a video of Southport. This is the Roma riots in Hare Hills. So I don't know anything about that. So we're moving on from that. I still don't know why there are riots. Well, Kiesmo, I don't know if you were watching earlier, but this has to do with this 𝒔𝒐𝒄𝒊𝒂𝒍�, this is just a very young picture. This person is now basically 18, a week or two away from being 18. Stabbed to death 3 children at a Taylor Swift dance party or some crap. And I still don't know if he was like why he was there. Why was he there? Why was he there and all that? Yet at the same time, we're getting major people in the mainstream media and in the government, Prime Minister Keir Starmer, to discuss the violent disorder, all this disinformation they're calling far-right hatred. It's a little unfair. So number one, so far that's what we've learned, with a couple of different pieces of information here and there, but pertinent questions for me. Is the media really laying it on heavy that it's far right? I'm kind of used to that trick, so I'm definitely wary of it. Are they laying it on thick that it's really just right wing? Is a little bit less radical and more mainstream than they say? I suspect so. And their whole deflecting from migrant crime. Look at these. They're deflecting for a reason, because there is a problem there. Even if they're wrong about this one, 𝒔𝒐𝒄𝒊𝒂𝒍�, even if people are wrong about that, they're deflecting from all that for a reason. Spin. If you're against killing kids, you're far right. Yeah, they're perfect. Encapsulated way better. So these are the things I'm seeing, but at the same time, even with all this, it's so crazy though how blind everybody is. The right, the left, everybody's so freaking blind. You see these people rioting, they're like, there's people in my chat saying they're waking up. These are just easily controlled people. Show that they're no different than Black Lives Matter. Look at them. Look at this guy. Oh, it's no different than Black Lives Matter. These are white people stay. Okay, I get it. Like, we can agree on like motivations and stuff, but I don't see the different spirit, and because of that, for that reason, they are easily controlled. And if you're easily controlled, you are opposition to the opposition to the very thing that they're trying to protect. And what is it that they're trying to protect? Like civilization itself, their civilization. And how are you going to protect civilization when you're out there like a freaking monkey? Seems like you've already lost. You know what I'm saying? It sounds to me like, oh, well, you've already lost. Smash. Look, some people hear me like, so what? They want to, you want to go to, oh. See, some of you are even right now, you're like, oh, but it's Jewish media. You're just controlled by Jewish media. So let me give you that. Let me give you that for a second. That is Jewish media. Well, then here's your white people. Here's your white friends, your brethren, controlled by that Jewish media, out there smashing and grabbing. I'm giving you that for a moment here. I'm not saying like I'm not. Maybe we got to do a research stream. Look, I don't know. Look. But let's say that's true. Whatever you're saying, NASA. Let's say NASA's controlling everything. Flat Earth victory, whatever. Then here are your NASA pawns out in the street. This is what NASA. If NASA's controlling everything, Flat Earth victory, then here are your NASA pawns out on the street, uncivilized, who will never defend civilization. But that's just my reaction, right? This is what I see. It's definitely a mess, right? They're stabbing children. I just don't know. They should take a page out of the civil rights activist playbook. They should have moral authority and could be stoic and peaceful and accomplish more. Is that the dichotomy we have though? I don't know if that's the dichotomy we have. I don't know if that's really the only options. It's either you go out there and fight, or you, I don't know. Sounds like a false dichotomy. Maybe I'm misunderstanding you, Kim Howe. But, yeah, maybe I'm misunderstanding you. But, I thought you were saying like, oh, well, instead of fighting, I guess they could be stoic and sit there and do nothing like the civil rights activists. Kind of poo-pooing any kind of vibe to flip the playbook of going out there fighting on its head and going stoic with it. But you're poo-pooing that notion, is how I understood it, by saying, well, what, just be stoic and peaceful and accomplish nothing? That's how I took that, Kevin Howe. But if that's what you were saying, I think it's a false dichotomy. Because like this is what whoever you think is controlling stuff is what they want. This is what they want. You don't see that? You don't see that. Oh, I'm just stupid? I'm just making that up? I'm just dark? Am I just dark or something? There's a point you need? I need to get to some point here? You don't see the point? This is what they want. If that's not clear to you, I can't help you. I see you, Kevin Howe. Man, that's interesting, Kevin Howe. I feel like the right wing kind of vibe right now would laugh at that or something. And in a time when maybe they shouldn't. And it's maybe for that reason they're losing. When you should protest peacefully more than ever. Or just state your case peacefully and all that. Nah, Terry, I'm leaning in heavy to Dark Nick. Kinda like it. I need laser eyes. But okay. Look, you don't even know what you're talking about. Southport. I mean, we did a little bit on that. I just keep seeing it in the chat.
But fortune telling is just a scam.
Do we not know anything more than that? The prosecution said he had autism spectrum disorder diagnosis, had been unwilling to leave the house and communicate with family for a period of time. Dark Nick. This is Dark MAGA. This is Dark MAGA now. This is Dark Bond. Dark Bond. You don't know what you want. You don't know that you can't handle the truth. Yeah, Kiesmo, don't you see that? It's like sort of the end. And then these wars might really be the end. We'll see what happens. But apparently this guy was autistic. So he may have been autistic, having some issues at home. anchor baby, son of these migrant parents. So, you know, it's kind of interesting. This, I can't even describe it well. It's how the two sides see each other wrong. You know what I mean? Like the left and the right here in America. Like, neither side is really right. Have you noticed that? The average person, like the average, obviously not the people at Bond. Obviously, we're pretty underground takes. Pretty unique. But look, on the left and the right, like literally they're both wrong about each other. Have you noticed that? They say kind of true things about each other, but then they won't listen to each other about themselves when the other side is right. And in here too, it's like you can see the confusion where there's no love, no understanding. No one wants to listen to these guys who are out there. They just want to call them English Defense League. They just want to call them race, all this stuff, and call them crazy, as if none of this is happening, as if this is just nothing to see here. This is exactly the same crime that you're used to. It's exactly the same. This is the exact same country. Okay, shut up. You're gonna make me go radical. And then no understanding too. These other people will be like, well, no, he's not even a migrant. He's an autistic boy of these migrant parents. And so now you got egg on your face. You're like, oh, okay, well, I guess he's not a migrant. Blah, blah, blah. But it is kind of that, yet not. In that, what I think is happening is, in this case, you got this young guy coming in with his migrant parents, adopting this the same culture around here. But you notice what happens with the children of the anchor baby children? They adopt the culture, but they adopt all the negative things too, and they get the same things that are happening to the native children happens to the same emptiness, the same disconnection with their parents, the same anger towards their parents, the same going with the world like the American children are doing. The anchor baby kids doing it too, but sometimes with less in the way to hold them back. But I think I'm just making that up at this point. So anyways, I don't know. They're out there fighting. It's a spiritual battle, and no one really knows what they're doing. That comment was about the people rioting and being pawns really for the state. Some of the things I think about seeing this.
Hello, am I here?
What do we have? Who's talking? Who's talking to me right now? Who's talking to me right now?
This is Kaya in North Carolina.
Oh, what's up, Kaya? You jumped
Hey,
into
what's
the
up,
Discord?
Nick? Yeah, man, I'm over here at work. Thought I would say hello real quick.
Hey, right on. You guys gotta join the Discord. Join the Discord. What's up, Kaya?
Stealing company time like a real black, you know what I mean?
Hey, welcome. On company time.
Are you live right now? Or
I'm
what?
live. You're live with the people right now.
Oh, nice. What up, people?
Yeah. I got the
Nice.
Discord link in the chat if you want to join.
Right on. Well, I can't hear the show on here. Am I supposed to be able to?
I don't think so. I gotta fix that. I gotta figure that out.
Oh, okay. So
But
it's
I don't
just a
think
way
you're
I can
supposed
just...
to.
Oh, okay, cool. Well,
Yeah,
it's still
people can
pretty
just
cool
jump
either way.
in on the Discord. If I'm in the channel, just jump in, talk to me. If I'm not, talk to each other.
Hey, Nick, do you remember I had told you about that quirky girl at my job who everyone was kind of mean to because she wasn't black and the whole nine?
I do.
It was a few months. Yeah, man, she ended up getting fired because eventually she like exploded on everybody and kind of cussed some people out, and the inevitable happened, and she had to get let go. It was pretty awesome.
Wow.
The anger was released. Yeah,
Wow.
it was nuts. Yeah, I know. I was meaning to tell you about it, but I just hadn't gotten around to it.
Did you happen
I
to
tried to let my team know. Huh?
No, go.
No, I had tried to let my team know that I noticed, you know, they were kind of treating her a little poorly. And as soon as I kind of brought it to everybody's attention, which of course nobody saw it but me, then next thing you know, that whole mishap happened where she cursed some people out, and you know, she had to get fired for that.
Wow.
Yep.
Did you catch this reporting on Southport riots?
No,
I was literally just talking about. I keep hearing the English are waking up. They're waking up. They're out in the streets rioting. They're not gonna take it no more. Cause some 3 children were stabbed. Some 3 children were stabbed, and they're saying it was a migrant. This is a migrant crime. Now the English media saying no, this is just a bunch of far right people rioting. They're setting cars on fire and stuff. It looks kind of nasty. It looks pretty. It looks kind of heavy in some clips.
No.
The media saying they are far right. They're just far right disinformation. It wasn't even a migrant. Oh, it wasn't even a migrant. It was actually someone who was born in the UK. All that to say is, then you come in with this story. It's interesting because it doesn't matter if you're right. Look, in that, if let's say you're justified or whatever, like, yeah, they really are taking your country. They really are replacing you. Guess what happens when you go out of riot? They're going to come down hard on you. And it doesn't matter what's fair.
Yep, and it doesn't matter if you were what you might call a victim or the person who was getting bullied. If you get angry, you're just as done as everybody else is.
Dang.
So true. Yeah, well, anyways, I just wanted to shout at you and say hi.
Thanks, guy.
I guess I'll get back to my
job.
Here.
Relax.
I'm just kidding. I'm grateful.
Thank you.
It's just a chill, slow night over here at the place I work. I won't dox myself.
Nice.
But I guarantee, Nick, you have visited this establishment more than once in your life.
Oh, really? Wait, how you know?
One of the most popular, because I work for one of the most popular paying restaurants in North America.
Very cool.
Yeah,
right.
So I'm famous a little bit.
Nice, Kaya.
All right, you take care. I'll holler at you this week again, hopefully.
Thank you.
All right, cool. Bye.
Sup. Where are you guys? You guys coming in for the men's forum? That's in a few hours here. Damn, I'm gonna be here forever. I'm not going home. What do you talk about Cuba? What happened with Cuba?
The most powerful writing
Mark Zuckerberg, who? Venezuela's thrice-elected president Nicolas Maduro is now the one challenging Elon Musk to a fight. After the Venezuelan election, in which both candidates claimed victory, Musk weighed in, posting a picture on X of a graph representing turnout, captioning, quote, "The people voted overwhelmingly for Edmundo Gonzalez." He called the election a major fraud and reposted, quote, "Venezuela's socialist dictator Maduro claims he won re-election, but leaked vote tallies show Maduro lost. The saying goes, you can vote your way into socialism, you might not be able to vote your way out."
Maduro caught wind of the tech tycoon's fiery criticisms and responded by calling Musk Venezuela's new arch nemesis, then challenged him to a fight on national TV.
Elon Musk, ¿quieres pelea? Vamos a darle, Elon Musk. Estoy listo. Soy hijo de Bolívar y de Chávez. No te tengo miedo, Elon Musk.
Elon Musk. No te tengo miedo, Elon Musk.
Donde quiera. Como decimos en Caracas, en los barrios. Si tú quieres, yo quiero, Elon Musk.
Elon Musk.
Musk accepted, posting, quote,
Post your Addy, Nicolás Maduro. Post your Addy.
Si tú quieres, yo quiero, Elon Musk. Di dónde.
Musk accepted, posting, quote, I'm coming for you, Maduro. I will carry you to Gitmo on a donkey.
Damn.
X is going wild. One user posted this meme captioning, quote, my money is on Elon Musk. All these 2024 notable fights, Musk versus Zuckerberg, Trump versus Biden in golf, Musk versus Maduro. None of them happening, by the way. Here's one more meme of the pair in a Will Smith, Chris Rock moment. Okay. We have another challenge to fight someone from Elon Musk. The Musk-Zuckerberg fight didn't end up happening.
So, okay. Elon Musk. Who else is so we got Elon Musk. He doesn't like Maduro. Doesn't agree with Maduro's challenges to the election. Say he's agreeing with others who are saying Maduro, the leader of Venezuela, who they say lost his election. Some are saying he lost it. He's saying he won it. The data of said election is questionable according to the neighboring countries. Now, who else though? Like, let's get this straight. Let's get this straight for a second. We're gonna need to get this straight. Let's get this straight. Okay, new note. Venezuela. So who is supporting, who is challenging Maduro's results? Elon Musk. Who are these challengers and who are not the challengers? I want to see something here. Venezuelan President Nicolás Maduro is facing mounting pressure. Okay. Maduro. Okay. Let's see here. NBC. I know the U.S. is saying it's like a stolen election, but let's get it straight. Who, NBC, who? See ya, Sir Buggy. Peru became the first nation to recognize so who's on the supporting side, who's challenging Maduro? Peru is on the challenging Maduro side. Okay. Let's see here. Key countries and groups challenging Maduro, and you'll see all the we'll check the sources here in a second. Appreciate it, Chat GPT. United States, European Union, the EU, the Lima Group, which is the regional group, Canada, Brazil, so Lima, Canada, Brazil, Argentina, Colombia, Peru, the OAS states, the UK, Australia, Israel, and several Latin American nations. Which ones, please? Thank you. Be clear, ChatGPT. Which Latin American nations? This is important. So the EU, the UK, obviously Elon Musk, we put that under US maybe. Australia, Israel, and who else in the, well, besides the Lima group members? Ecuador, Uruguay, and El Salvador. Salvador, right wing? Yeah. Brazil, interestingly, and Mexico, interestingly. Why? Now why? Left wing governments here. Left-wing governments here in Brazil and Mexico. The left versus the right. Democrat versus conservative, right? No, it's not. No. It's a new game. What you learned in high school, it's not... No. Different factions. Some very shadowy. But we can see some of the grand moves, some of the big moves in the big chess game of the globe that gives us clues as to what is happening, okay? So we got all those. So you got left-wing governments put together with so-called right-wing or democratic governments. They're all together on one side. Australia, Israel, challenging Maduro's results. Who is supporting? Who is supporting Maduro's results? She's a murderer. We got Russia, China, Turkey, Iran, Cuba, Bolivia. See, some of these are in South America, which is significant. Nicaragua, Blackwater, right? No, I don't think that's the actual translation of that name of that country. Blackwater. Okay. Several of them in South America. Factions. Lines are being drawn. Some of these lines kind of close to home. Huh? Who's on this side of the line? Seems like players we know. Who's on the other side of the line? And those other people who seem to be far away. Russia, China, Turkey. Now wait, I haven't been clear yet. I haven't quite given you. Is ChatGPT trustworthy? I personally check everything. I ask ChatGPT to always give me sources that I can then go into myself. And these are just all news articles and all that. Deeper understanding comes from slowing down, putting what you read into your own words and understanding. But what was I saying? Yeah, ChatGPT is a cool tool, though. Definitely use it like a tool. Don't let it train you into how AI is trying to train you, how these companies, they want you trained this way. They want you to never question what you type into ChatGPT and into these AIs. And just, and because you can speak to them so human-like, right? You could use like human language or whatever. But don't just have that space in your mind. Okay, it doesn't matter what happens with technology. You got to do that within. Kevin Howe says, I told y'all from the very beginning of the Ukraine thing, Russia was forming an alliance with all those commie countries. But no, you're crazy, Kevin. Putin is great, Kevin. Sorry, Kevin. We didn't know, man. That's why we got to do some of these research streams. We're ignorant over here on this side. Let's be real. Because there's a reason, right? There's a good argument to be made about controlling the world, exporting democracy, aka even like you know, you hear about revolutions and having the CIA actually run a country that's near us, like Ukraine, like otherwise. There's a case to kind of be made for that. Now it just depends, I guess, who's doing the running, huh? Who's running it, right? Is it really the man? It always comes down to who is it? Who are the people running things? You know what I mean by that, right? Like who? Like what do they care about? What's important to them? What's important to those people? Hey, thank you, Terry. Put a cup over your glizzy before you go out riding. Hello. Hello. This is good advice. Appreciate that, Terry. Wait, hold up. R? Wait. R? Wait a second. There's a discrepancy here. Where's the B over on the supporting Maduro side? Brazil is over up here. We've never done any such thing, Frederick. Brazil. What's up with Machista Mexico and Claudia Sheinbaum? What's up with that? The same Mexico challenging Maduro. The same left wing, right? Left wing, social. We're so socialist. It's so scary. They got a socialist left wing person now in Mexico. It's so scary. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? It's scary. The left wing socialists, the communists are taking over. Claudia Sheinbaum. Wait, hold up. The communists are helping us against the other socialist. Wait. The communist Claudia Sheinbaum is actually. Oh, I thought they were communists. They're actually helping America? No? Interesting.
Worldwide media use the term color revolution to describe various related movements that developed in several countries of the former Soviet Union, in the People's Republic of China, and in the Balkans during the early 21st century. The term has also been applied to a number of revolutions elsewhere, including in the Middle East and in the Asia-Pacific region, dating from the 1980s to the 2010s.
Yo, where was my caller who was invested in Brazil? Give us the alpha, man. Like, we're trying to, give us the skinny on how to do that. Let's get invested in Brazil.
The term has also been applied to a number of revolutions elsewhere, including in the Middle East and in the Asia-Pacific region, dating from the 1980s to the 2010s. Some observers have called the events a revolutionary wave, the origins of which can be traced back to the 1986 People Power Revolution in the Philippines. Participants in color revolutions have mostly used nonviolent resistance, also called civil resistance. Such methods as demonstrations, strikes and interventions have aimed to protest against governments seen as corrupt and/or authoritarian, and to advocate democracy, and they have built up strong pressure for change. Color revolution movements generally became associated with a specific color or flower as their symbol. The color revolutions are notable for the important role of non-governmental organizations and particularly student activists in organizing creative non-violent resistance. Such movements have had a measure of success, as for example in the Federal Republic of Yugoslavia's Bulldozer Revolution, in Georgia's Rose Revolution, and in Ukraine's Orange Revolution. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe if you would
This
like
video
to
is so
view more
so
of our
funny.
videos.
Like, is this
Have a
like an
nice
AI
day.
generated info dump? Like, this is kind of funny. Appreciate that AI. But yeah, color revolutions. Here are some countries that have been of major interest to the U.S. Ukraine, Israel, Georgia. Do you remember the Georgia? Do you remember Georgia? Now, what was all this about Georgia?
Hey, Doom Jesus. Hey, who is that in your photo?
Anti-democrat, look, Politico. Remember this? U.S. freezes $95 million in aid to Georgia in response to anti-democratic moves. Georgia, all the way over here. Not Atlanta. We got Doom Jesus in the Discord. What's up, Doom Jesus? That's cool. Look what Georgia is. There's Georgia. There's Russia. Georgia. Russia. Georgia. Russia. U.S. freezes $95 million in aid to Georgia in response to anti-democratic moves. This was to, wow, this is recent actually, July 31st. The United States is suspending more than $95 million in aid to Georgian government as a result of the country's drift toward Kremlin-style authoritarianism. Look, it's not even hidden. It's not even hidden. Secretary of State Antony Blinken announced Wednesday. There's nothing hidden here. Look, it's actually quite clear. It's right here. They're making it clear the U.S. does not want to support Georgia. And what's anti-democratic about them is that they're acting more like Russia. And Russia's not our friend. So it's all... Maybe you don't see it this way. And maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm missing some information. That's why you can call me, is why I'm saying that. But as you can see, they're saying it themselves. Drifting toward a Kremlin-style authoritarianism. This is politics. We really care about democracy in Georgia. Specifically in Georgia. It's very important. We really, really care about democracy in Georgia. And we're hearing that they're anti-democratic, meaning kind of like more like Kremlin-like. And yeah, that's just not gonna fly. Am I wrong in my ignorant, kind of like lacking total knowledge on this view, but the instinctual view of color revolutions and how some of these things work in foreign policy? And this fight that happens around the world. I mean, this is an old thing. Come on. The Western powers for the last 100+ years have been duking it out in like Africa and different nations for their colonial, for their colonies and their power abroad, the empire abroad. That didn't stop. That didn't stop. The empire abroad continues in that, you know what I mean? The empire abroad. It's been going on. And some of those fronts are in South America. Isn't that kind of interesting? That's just kind of how I'm seeing it. Now, what are these factions? Well, Mena in my chat is saying, if you won't admit who's behind it, like literally behind all the problems, then you shouldn't complain. Well, I'm not complaining. I have a pretty comfortable life and all that. But, I mean, I'm telling you some of my instincts. I'm telling you some of what I've said so far. Then what are these factions? You see what I'm saying, right? You see the lines being drawn, the empires abroad and the teams forming. Can someone explain to me the flavor of all, like, what is coalescing these two different factions? What is their unifying? What are their unifying ideals? And what is that line? Can someone tell me? Mena, do you know? What are those things? Is that something we gotta get in? Do we gotta make a note of that? Does the anchor baby basically have to find out himself? They all gay. Yeah, it's all the world fighting. You basically have Muslims, Chinese, and Africans wanting to destroy Europe and America. But flat Earth victory, private central banking doesn't quite tell me. Like, it doesn't help someone like me understand what you mean. And it makes me feel like you don't understand what you mean. They blame Western colonialism for all the world's problems. That's so far the one that makes the most sense so far. Hate, blame, and victimhood. It's like, hello, y'all been listening to Jesse? He's been trying to tell the world. They blame Western colonialism for all their world problems. It's so interesting too. You hear some of the callers, they call in to the network, and they'll be like, just you wait. When things flip around, when things flip around, we'll be on top or whatever. They say it with a smile and like, it's like, do you see? Let's say if we gave that to you, that is happening. Oh, you don't see it as wrong. You just want to be the ones doing it? I don't get it. Whatever. What do y'all think? We're the biggest, we're the baddest, nobody can take us out. What do they call Afghanistan again? The graveyard of empires. Don't they call Afghanistan? No, I'm not saying we're going to. They say, where's Iran and Afghanistan? How far away are these from each other? But what happens after Iran? Okay, so whatever. Afghanistan is the graveyard of empires. Iran is the I don't know, the entrance. It's the entrance. If Afghanistan is the graveyard of empires, then Iran is the entrance to the graveyard of empires. So I don't know, the US. I don't know, y'all. Nick, go and take Iran. Go ahead, Nick. Iran don't want no smoke. No, I don't know if we should be fighting them. Someone can maybe make the case for me. I don't know. I'm glad I don't have to make that decision, but I feel like I've been saying that, but that might be a kind of an ignorant statement because aren't I a voter? You know what I mean? I mean, I've made it clear. I'm not convinced. I haven't really taken in the arguments, though, on having to fight Iran. Who are we fighting Iran for? America? I don't know. Holy war? I just don't understand all that. I don't want to do a holy war. But I start feeling like an anchor baby there. As in, aren't there a bunch of Americans here who like, right? They like really love Israel or something, and I'm not saying I don't, but I just didn't grow up with like a, how do I put it? I feel no ways about it. I felt no connection. I'm the wrong person to ask, right? I don't feel a connection to like even the Christians in a sense, right? I kind of, I don't know how to put it. I don't know how to put it, so I'll stop there. So maybe I'm kind of a minority on that one. But what else about this? Maduro.
Wix. Give.
Gente incansable, leales, amigos y amigas de verdad, del triunfo de la independencia nacional, de la dignidad del pueblo de Venezuela. No pudieron con las sanciones.
I mean, they probably stole it, right? I'm not saying I don't believe our side on that. Can I say that? Can I say that? I'm not saying I don't necessarily don't believe our own side on that reporting that Maduro may have done some socialism, some of that socialism.
Luis Almagro, secretario general de la Organización de Estados Americanos.
No. People can't understand you, lady.
Elon Musk has been outspoken in recent days about what is happening in Venezuela after the sham elections in the South American country. He called President Nicolas Maduro a dictator, and Maduro has called Musk the arch enemy of Venezuela's peace and accused him of promoting the fascist ideology of the extreme right. There is a mass uprising happening there right now. James, will we finally see the fall of this socialist dictator?
Well, we can only hope so, Rita. It's great to be with you this evening. You know, Nicolas Maduro is part of this whole Chavez.
Oh, crud. We gotta work on our Open Line Friday intro. Darn. We're about to do men's forum. Let's see how we're gonna fit this in. Cause your boy's trying to get, I need to run home. Get a sandwich. No, I don't know. I don't know. Your boy's got to figure this out. We got to make this Open Line Friday intro. You guys mind if we do this on stream? You guys get a sneak peek? Maybe. And now I got to be back for Men's Forum. Who's in LA? Let's go. Time to overcome. No more playing around. It's just like, oh, I'm just waiting and seeing. I'm just waiting. Time to overcome. Come to the Men's Forum right now. I'm just messing around. Okay, we got Open Line Friday.
You, Tom, like a mug. You need to go and get yourself bleached, because everything you say about black people, and you're sitting up there looking like a tar baby.
It might sound like a semantics argument, but he's a gray alien.
I wonder if he's smoking pot. Okay, so that's the beginning part. We don't even know what we're gonna do. I'm still in the idea phase. I'm still in the idea mode. Let's pull up the stuff. What do we got? Hey, Bill, can you turn on Studio 4 for me? Please? Thank you. We need Studio 4 on, okay? Oh, wait, what do you mean? How, Reese Vid? Didn't something happen? Oh, Reese's Vid! Didn't something literally just happen that happened in South Park, but it happened in reality? What happened? Something literally just happened in the news that happened in South Park. That should be our Open Line Friday. Or at least part of it. Part of it. With the boxing. Tabitha. You freaking geniuses. You guys just helped me do a little work here. You guys just helped me do some work.
Feel like gas prices in California are trending higher? You're right, but not for reasons you may think.
You're here with Wing? That's right, the Wing. Ma'am, we are a very important talent agency. If your producers knew you're forcing people of our stature to the back of the line... Oh, excuse me, everyone. That's my cell phone. Hello? Oh, yes, hi, Colonel Sanders. Yes, I'm doing great, but you know, someone in American Idol doesn't know who Wing is. Oh, just forget it. You're right, Colonel Sanders. You shouldn't give her any more chicken.
This isn't it.
Hello for champion of the Strong Woman competition, Strong Woman. Miss Woman, do you feel ready?
Oh yeah, I'm ready, David. There are just so many amazing women athletes out here today. It makes me so proud.
Now, this is the first year that a trans woman is in the competition. How do you feel about that?
Amazing. I feel honored to be a part of history. I have a lot of incredible trans friends who are athletes, and so we're all inspired this woman's competing.
Uh-huh. And have you actually ever met Heather Swanson?
No, I've never competed against her before, no.
She's not exactly your average trans athlete.
Well...
That's an awesome idea, Chad. Thank you. I might have to use some of this. We'll see.
An average...
I might have to go in 5 minutes, folks, if I want to go finish what I want to do and then come back for Men's Forum.
Athlete. Honestly, I find that kind of bigoted, David.
Okay. Heather Swanson is actually joining us now. Miss Swanson, how does it feel to be competing today?
I can't tell you how free I feel now that I've started identifying as a woman. Now that I can compete as female, I'm ready to smash the other girls.
And is it correct?
Show us the boxing match though. That part's hilarious. They totally animate this woman get beat up, like very expressive. Right here. Nice. And then this literally happened, no? Paris Olympics, wildest Olympics yet. Let's go. You're right, Carver. I think. That's a man in the red. It's a man. So that's some vibes for Friday Express. We'll see. I think you guys helped me though there with like 20% of the work. Appreciate that, y'all. We're gonna save. We'll come back to that. Get that done before we're done. Before we're out of here. Yeah, I hope you're enjoying the Chillstream sketch. I'll be back doing more hours, calibrating this night stream. You know, I might be back. You just don't know. You just never know with the Anchor Baby. Maybe I'm fickle. No, I'm messing around. Hit the notification bell, okay? That way you can keep up, because I'm a creative guy. I do different things. Right now we're doing night streams. We're going to calibrate those and keep it rocking and rolling. Anchor Baby's just needed his time here, okay? Okay, I'm out though. I need my time right now. See you tomorrow. Friday next stream. A little bit more fanfare as we do. We got to take off and all that. Appreciate it, y'all. See you tomorrow. Hit the like. Love it. Thank you. Thanks for joining the Discord. Appreciate you joining the Discord. You don't have to go anywhere, but I'm out. All right, y'all. See you tomorrow. Peace.
Они ничего не желают знать, они только жрут.